I am Dr. T. Surendra Reddy, General Laparoscopic and Robotic Surgeon in Yashoda Malakpet. This corona period, we wanted to explain about the different types of general surgeries, what we do and what precautions we have to take, what precautions patients have to take. So this we wanted to share with you through the social media. So this is the program. Commonly performed general surgery, normally thyroid operations, neck swelling operations, breast lump operations, abdominal hernia operations, incisional hernia operations, gallbladder stones, appendicitis and intestinal obstruction and inguinal hernias and hydrocele and leg, diabetic foot operations are the different regularly what type of operations what we do. Elective operations are the conditions in patients where the patients can wait upon. Those are the patients which we plan and do. These are the planned operations, whereas non-elective, the so-called emergency operations, wherein if we don't perform the operation, patient may develop problems and they may succumb to the disease. So such operations we are performing as per the guidelines. This COVID-19 pandemic, the operations which need to be avoided are the elective operations, the patients which can wait upon, the patients operations pertaining to the lungs particularly, and the all elective operations better avoid during these COVID times. Like a simple hernia, subacute appendicitis, a patient having gallbladder stones which are not complicated, asymptomatic gallstones, or patients who are having very mild symptoms, we can treat on conservative management lines. During COVID times, we usually perform as a protocol in our hospital. We do only emergency, we are taking up only emergency surgeries like gallbladder stones which are complicated, which patient comes with a severe abdominal pain. There is infection in the gallbladder with impending perforation. So patients having gallbladder stones and jaundice and acute appendicitis with complications, hernias which are complicated hernias, which are like say we call them as strangulated and obstructed. When the intestine comes out through the hernia, when the intestines they get strangulated, the blood supply cuts off and the intestine becomes gangrenous. Such patients we cannot wait upon. We have to operate, otherwise patients will succumb to the disease. So such operations we have to do and we are performing in our hospital as a protocol. And the patients, diabetic foot patients and foot infection patients, which they come in sepsis condition with multi-organ failure, such conditions only we have to operate and remove that part of the body, then only the patients will recover. And patients having infections, abscess, the pus cavities which patients develop, such patients also, if we don't drain the pus out, patients will have complications and they will have problems. So such operations we are doing as a protocol in our hospital. During COVID-19, the operation theatre should have a laminar flow where the air has to be circulated 20 times per minute. We have the theatres equipped with such a airflow wherein the air should be circulated 20 times per minute. And also in between every surgery, the theatre is fumigated with hydrogen peroxide. So the precautions which we have to take, theatres which do not have a proper ventilation, a proper laminar flow and negative pressure, such theatres are not suitable for operate in COVID times, even on emergency surgeries. In our organization, we have three hospitals, Malakpet, Somajiguda and Secunderabad. All three hospitals have, all the theatres have this facility of laminar airflow mechanism, wherein the air is circulated. We can safely, the whole theatre staff including operative surgeon, assistant surgeon, theatre scrub nurse, anesthesiologist and the theatre boys, all are safe in the theatre while we are operating. The circulation of air, which is very very important, we have the scavenging system also, wherein the circulating air is sucked out, and we have the central suction mechanism. We see that no carbon dioxide leaks in the theatre. As we are all abiding the lockdown, we also, as a responsible citizens, even though we belong to the medical fraternity, so usually what we are doing here in our hospital, post-operatively we are not calling the patient very frequently. After 4 or 5 days, once the patient is stable, we are discharging the patient with all clear instruction to the patient. Whenever they feel like, they can contact us on social media and they can have a virtual consultation. As I told you earlier, before the patient will be properly prepared, the respiratory system of the patient is properly prepared. As a protocol, what we are doing is we cannot do a throat swab here to rule out any COVID infection in our particular patient, because the patients coming with a complicated disease, a patient having a disease which is already complicated, they will have the respiratory symptoms like shortness of breath, and sometimes they can have cough also. In these patients we cannot rule out COVID by doing a throat swab. So what we are doing as a protocol in our organization, we are doing a CT scan chest for every patient which is being taken for to the theatre. Like when we subject to general anesthesia also, it will be helpful. So we are doing a CT scan and ruling out any lung lesions. So we are taking 100% precautions and taking all measures to prevent such spread of the disease in the society. CT scan chest is one thing what we are taking, and we are preparing patient properly preoperatively, and peroperatively, as I told you, we are taking all sorts of, our theatres are equipped with laminar flow system and scavenging system, wherein the air in the theatre is circulated 20 to 22 times per minute. The exhaled air and the aerosol are sucked out, and the infection, the hazard to the theatre staff and OT staff is prevented. And post-operatively, we as a routine, we call the patient after 1 week or 10 days. So here what precautions we are taking is, we are using the social media platform, wherein we are giving our number to the patient, and we are asking them whenever they have any queries, any problems, they can contact us, they can have a virtual consultation. So such measures our organization is taking